We are live. We are live. We are live. And I want to say thank you to you, Fletcher, for being here today with us on this platform. And I want everyone to know that Fletcher will be a speaker at our upcoming event, How Faith Fuels True Business Success. Ladies and gentlemen, you can check that, go to that link right there. Go to the link, get your ticket. These are complimentary seats on behalf of Unity in Service and You Digital. This is a gimme this time. And we have tons of people who are registered for this event. So if you register for this event, ladies and gentlemen, God was knocking at your heart. And if you miss it, you will have cheated yourself out of something that was waiting on you to show up at this event. So thank you again, Fletcher, for being one of our speakers. And I'm going to let Fletcher share a little bit about what he does. But before we get started, I would like for you, this is an event that's we give it honor to God. This event, this is his celebration. So if you can give me an affirmation or scripture, something positive for our listening audience to start off with, we would appreciate it.
Always believe in yourself and never give up on yourself and keep on pushing and trying.
Awesome, 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 and that's very true, very true, very true. So with that, if you could tell everyone your full name, where you're from, and what do you do to serve humanity? You got 2 minutes.
Fletcher, Fletcher Seleme, I'm the owner of CreditWorks Pro, and I serve humanity by helping people with credit, personal and business credit.
And where are you from?
Orlando, Florida.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, I migrated from Florida to Georgia, where I am today. Awesome, yes. Okay, so our next question for you. You said you do credit pro, business and personal.
Yes.
Everybody be good credit. Mm, that was one of the best things that I could have ever done as a young woman was to realize that when I walked in some of those stores or some of those car dealerships and they told me my credit wasn't good enough, that was one of the best things I could have done when I was in my 30s. I straightened out my credit. And today, since then and today, I don't owe people no money. And since that time today, I can walk in anywhere I want and I can get what I want, where I want, all because I got good credit behind my name. So you got a good service that you give people because a lot of people take it for granted. So thank you again so much for being here. And if they come to this event, I'm sure they'll be able to connect with you.
You're welcome.
And of course, and hear more, of course. And the next thing I want to ask you, Fletcher, is this about your calling. That is your calling. I want to ask you, when God calls us to do something or when our heart is made up to do what we feel like we've been born to do, we call it our passion, our vision, whatever we want to call it. We get obstacles in our way sometimes. And we kind of don't do it right away because we fight that little mindset thing. So just give us, what is one of your challenges that you faced when you recognize this is what I'm going to do, credit repair, I'm going to help people fix their credit. What obstacles did you run across? What emotions, what feelings, what happened that may have tried to stop you because it didn't? Share that.
The dispute process tried to stop me with creditors, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax. But of course, I don't let it stop me. I have techniques and resources to dispute the process throughout. So I'm thankful for that.
And say that again. It was what tried to stop you because I didn't catch that.
The dispute process with
The dispute
TransUnion,
process.
yes, yes, perfect, yes,
Okay, okay. The dispute process tried to stop you. Okay, okay. And you overcame that challenge.
correct.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so my next question then would be how how do what you do enhance the lives of other people. We all look for results. We all look for results. Results. I want to see results, and the results is what tell us that we are doing a good job. With the results of what even people testimonies. We helped this person, they did this, they came back and said this and came. What, how does what you do impact the lives of others? What do they get from working with you?
Well, they get 24/7 around the clock service from me. They get communication from me from directly from my agent on the website. They can log in 24/7 day and night and check to see the status of their accounts, what we disputed, what we haven't disputed, and what's deleted off their credit reports. And it helps them in the long run.
Okay, when you say rounds, everybody don't know what that means. I want you to break it down. When you say I give them unlimited rounds, what does that mean? So if I come to you and I apply, you fixing up my credit, and you're telling me you give me unlimited rounds, I need you to tell me what is unlimited rounds, because I know we all have to pay for services, and when we pay, everybody does things differently. So when you say unlimited rounds, what does that mean?
Okay, so unlimited rounds, meaning round one is a 30-day dispute. So I dispute the process in round one, I have to wait 30 days from that date to dispute round two again, and then round two we send a whole set of other dispute letters out on the client's behalf.
Okay, I got it. So you're saying, so if I come to you and I have things on my credit that needs to be repaired or resolved, remedied, then that means that you're going to write a letter. After 30 days, you write a letter every 30 days, is what I'm hearing. Am I correct?
Correct.
So every 30 days, you write that letter, and then that's how you dispute whatever. And when you said unlimited rounds, that means that you would just write as many letters as necessary until I have been restored to full restoration.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Yeah, because I've talked to some people and they'll tell you I do 7 rounds. I didn't know what it meant, but when they explained it to me, I understood it. But again, that's been so long ago. But I understand what you're saying. So you don't have a limit on it. In other words, you work with a person until they have been made whole. Am I correct?
Correct. Yes.
That's a good deal. One other question I have for you: what do you do with people who have things on their credit report, as it have on their credit report something like a student loan?
Well, I would send it to the finance department. It's whoever the third party finance furnisher is for the student loan. I would send them a letter. A lot of student loan companies now these days, furnishers, they have they send you a collection letter if you're late. So and we have a letter. It's called the dunce letter in the back CDM. So every collection company allows a client 30 days. The client has to reply within 30 days, and if they don't, then they assume the debt's valid. So that's when the dunce letter comes in. But for that case, we dispute on to the credit furnisher.
Okay, awesome, awesome. Okay, so that's all I have for you today. I think you had answered some pretty tough questions there, and you gave us some very valuable information. And I'm going to close with my affirmation. And my affirmation to you, ladies and gentlemen, is people do not fail because of a lack of desire, but people fail because of a lack of commitment. I want to say thank you so much. Give me some energy. Give me some energy. Thank you, Fletcher, for being with us today. And we definitely look forward to seeing you at the event. And make sure when you're at the event that you reach out to some of the individuals, put your information in the chat so that they can connect with you.